Hey guys, welcome to my channel, and in this video I'll show you how you can dodge and burn a portrait image and save the action. Here is a short BTS of how I took the images. I used the beauty ditch, reflector and two strip boxes by the side. So guys, I'm going to drag my image directly to Photoshop. I won't be using Capture One for this video. So right here, I'm just going to touch the profile. Actually, most times when you drag your images to Photoshop, it gives you Adobe Color, but I personally don't like using Adobe Color. I prefer using Adobe Portrait because it's less contrasty and it works best for me. So I'm going to use Adobe Portrait or Adobe Standard. So right here is our image. I'm going to indicate the areas we'll be doing dodge and burn, and so you can see in details how I do my own dodge and burn. I already created some layers. These layers are just for samples, just to indicate. I'm going to take them off, but just so you see. Don't get scared when you see all these colors and these drawings I did. I basically want to indicate the areas I normally do my dodge and burn, and I'm going to explain how I came about this. So I'm going to untick this right there. I'm going to create an adjustment layer, a black and white adjustment layer, and I'm going to pull the red down so you can clearly see the dark areas. I'm going to put the yellow down a little bit so you can clearly see the dark areas and the bright areas. I'm going to put this black and white down so you can see the colors of the indication. So basically I'll start from the dodge. You see these white areas I indicated, these white areas I drew with my pen. They're the most highlighted part of the face, and down to the hand and to the shoulder region you can see the highlighted parts. And I'm going to tick on the burn area, and you can also see the dark areas around the face. So these are the most highlighted part of the face and the shoulder region. When you're talking about portraits, these are the most highlighted part. Then for this part I drew the red indication, just to show you the blush area. The blush area I usually the area in between the dodge and the burn. So I'm going to untick this black and white so you can see. So let me take this indication off so you can see the blush area. Yeah, this usually comes through from the makeup artist. You should know the part of the face when you want to dodge and burn. You should know that not everywhere it's you're just going to do your dodge and burn. You should know that there are certain parts of the face that are just meant to be left alone, and we're going to do the dodge and burn on the image together. But before then, I'm going to do a quick retouch on this image. And one thing you should know is you could do your dodge and burn before or do your dodge and burn after. Personally, I prefer doing my dodge and burn immediately after doing the retouching. I'm going to do a quick retouch on this image, and then we'll go right into the dodge and burn. So right here is the edited picture, and I'm going to show you indication I drew. They're still in line. So you must note that when you're doing your retouching, try not to overblend the highlighted part and the dark areas of the face. You have to mix them properly. So yeah, I'm going to do a video of a detailed retouching, and I'll explain better on that video. But for the sake of this video, I'm just going to show you dodge and burn. So as you can see, this is the edited picture, still on black and white. You can see the dodge area, they're still intact. You can see the blush. No, you can't see the blush actually because it's on black and white, but I still make sure they are there, they're not washed away. And then you can see the burn areas, they're still there, as you can see. So next I'm going to create a dodge and burn action, and it's going to be saved here. And anytime I want to do my dodge and burn, I just come and run the action, and it's going to display here on the layers. So I'm going to get rid of these layers. I'm just going to work on my background layer, which is the edited photo. I'm going to click this, actually this, to create a set. So the set, you can name the set like my action. You are going to create an action under this set, and this action, you can name this action dodge and burn. And then once you click record, it will start recording your actions and whatever you do on the Photoshop. So I'm going to click record, and you can see this red button here. It shows that we are recording, and when I'm done, I'm going to click the stop button, and I have my action saved here. So now I'm going to create an adjustment layer for curves, and I'm going to duplicate Ctrl J, and now I rename this to dodge and the bottom one to burn. And now I'm going to change the blending style of burn to multiply and dodge to screen. And then I'm going to click Ctrl I to invert. I'm going to do the same for the burn, invert, and you can see it's back to our original image, like nothing happened, you can see. But I'm going to stop my action right here, and here you go, we have our action saved. So I'm going to delete this action we just created, and I'm going to run it like so, and there you go, it's already created. So most times this speed up your workflow. If you want to save further actions of maybe your how you adjust your images, you can always save your actions here, and it's going to speed up your workflow. So next I'm going to use my brush. I'm going to set my brush to opacity of 20, flow of 20, and I'm going to make sure I'm using the opposite color. I'm using white on both layers. I would like to explain this further so you can see. So I'm going to like increase the brush, yes, so you can see what I'm talking about. I'm going to draw this on the face. You can see this area is being highlighted, and if I use my inverse, which is black, it's going to correct it back. So that's the idea of using the white on a black layer. So I'm not going to use 100%, I'm going to use 20 and flow 20. So I'm going to reduce the brush to the size I want for the dodge and burn. I'm going to include the black and white adjustment layer. It's not mandatory, it's just for indication. So I'm going to drop the red down and drop the yellows down so you can see clearly the highlighted part and the dark areas. So let's start with dodge. So I'm going to dodge the forehead like so, maybe once or twice. And so I'm going to go to the cheek area and I'm going to dodge a bit. And same thing for this side, as you can see. And then under the mouth area, I'm going to go down to the hand area, the neck bone area, and the shoulders area. As you can see, if I quickly take off this visibility, you can see the difference in the image. And same thing, if I remove the black and white, you can see the effect of the dodge and burn I just did. And then I'm going to go to burn using the black and white adjustment layer. I'm going to just touch this once or twice. Try to reduce your brush so it won't exceed. And I'm going to go to the hand area and just burn just once. Yes, like so. And you can see I'm going to toggle this visibility. So I have this second image I'm going to show you, and this image, this is the unedited. I'm going to show you the edited. Yeah, this is the edited, and you can see the indication is quite different from the other one because she is slightly turned to her right, and you can see the light is hitting like the side of her head and just on one side of the cheek, the other side is not really showing, and then below the mouth area. So depending on the posture of your model or your client, it's going to tell the kind of dodge and burn you're going to do for the image. But in order to get a proper indication, it's good to just go to your black and white adjustment layer and just turn the red down and turn the yellows down a bit, and then you can see the areas that needs to be highlighted and the areas that need to be burned. You can also see the area of the blush. You can see this area. The blush area is actually in between. It's quite clear on this particular image. The blush area, you can see it's kind of pinkish or reddish, so you should mind when you're doing your retouching not to overblend this area. You have to keep it as original as possible. So you can see I'm going to show you the unedited, and you can also see the blush and the burn, they're still there. For the unedited and the edited picture, they're still there. And then we can also run our dodge and burn on this image like so. You can see we just run the action and have a dodge and burn here. So I'm going to use my brush on a white color, and I'm going to burn this area of the cheek. I reduce the brush a little, just once or twice, and then these areas you can see with the black and white, these areas. Then the nose area, you can see these dark areas here. So you're just going to touch them like so, and I'm going to go to the dodge, and I'm going to dodge the shoulder area, just highlight them a little bit, the shoulder areas, and then I'm going to go up to this highlighted part of the head and the cheekbones just once or twice, and then the nose area, and then we remove our black and white adjustment layer. You can see the before and the after on the image. And you can see the effect of the dodge as well. I'm going to group this layer, Ctrl G, and you can see the both effects on the image. So one thing you should know is that dodge and burn is actually not mandatory for all pictures, but it kind of make your picture to pop and makes it not to look too flat, and also makes your image to look professional. So I'm just going to apply my dark skin loot on this image, and you can see I'm going to load my dark skin. I'm going to use the brown skin tone for this image, and you can see this is how it looks like, but I think it's too dark, so I need some part of the background to come up a bit. So I'm going to reduce the opacity a little bit to like 50. So like 50, and here you go, we got a beautiful image, melanin skin. And please note, when you're using my loots, you should know that your images differ, and you can always control the effect by reducing the opacity until you get your desired look. So for this particular images, I'm going to leave it for 50%, and you can see, you can check out my Instagram to see more of the images. You can like and follow. So thanks for watching. I'm going to see you on the next video.